What's good, YouTube? This is Admin Umbra calling all grunts, thugs, leaders, and admins for another episode of Rocket Daily. I want to thank you all so much for coming out and supporting the Rocket HQ stream. Had another big, very successful stream Memorial Day. I got to all-time high numbers, so thank you so much for supporting Rocket HQ. I'm going to be posting a lot of battles over the next few days, and we're going to be streaming a lot. So tweet at us, contact us. We're always looking for battles. We're always looking for user content, if that's your art, if that's viewer submission battles, whatever. But without further ado, if you saw the Rocket Daily film the other day, this is in fact that first dedicated team I made, the Iron Defense Pinsir team. But there's a lot of really awesome stuff on this team, and I've been trying to find battles that show off all the members. So, Master Ant, this battle is dedicated to you, because you, sir, asked me, how can you sweep with an Azumarill without belly drum? I will show you how to sweep with an Azumarill without belly drum. This Azumarill was by far the star of the show in this battle. But a really great battle. Looking at my opponent, I saw the Aegislash and I saw the Zoroark, and I'm like, alright, 99% of people who have Zoroark lead with it. So I'm guessing the... and Shade's actually had a very similar idea, trying to disguise Aegislash as Zoroark, or vice versa. So I really predicted either one of those to come out, but especially the Zoroark. So I go ahead and lead with Mew. I mean, Mew's a given. But I led with Mew because I was like, please hit me with Night Days, I'll live as long as you're not choice specs, and I will baton pass and sweep your team. And that is game over. And I love that Mew can just make it game over on turn 1. If I get that baton pass, and I see an opening on someone's team, it can just take lives. But looking at his team, I don't really see too much that's that threatening. So I just kind of played it as normal, going into Mew and then just seeing what I can do from there. So let's go ahead and jump into this battle. And again, thank you, Nike, for a great battle. This is from the stream. If you link me to a Twitter, to a Twitch account, I will give you absolute props in the description. But thank you so much for a good battle. Hit me up for a rematch anytime. Let's get it poppin' though. Yep, so Nike does go ahead and send out his Aegislash. Look at the shiny Mew. Look how beautiful Mew is. Mew is quickly becoming one of my new favorite Pokemon of all time. Out comes the quote-unquote Aegislash, and I'm like, alright, baton pass. And question mark, I don't get hit. He's slower. I am a max speed Mew, but I don't understand why this Zoroark is slower than me. Like, what set they're running? He actually has a Rocky helmet too. I'm guessing to try and blend in his Aegislash, they're running less speed to try and make it convincing. But I mean, obviously Night Days, your Zoroark. I don't know, and I personally wouldn't have gone for the U-turn on my opponent right there, because he could have made me think he was choice scarfed instead of... Now I know there's a focus sash, even though now I know there's a focus sash, which is a big deal. I know there's not one. So I really wouldn't have gone with a U-turn. I would have bluffed that. Looking at his team, there was nothing I didn't want paralyzed, so I just went for a T-Wave. Nothing blocked it, nothing stopped it. So now the real Aegislash comes out, and I'm like, okay, we can do this again if you really want to. I want you to hurt Mew. Hit me. I look at the damage, I'm like, alright, I can live a Shadow Sneak. So again, I go for a baton pass, and again, it doesn't work. I'm like, all I want you to do is slap Mew. Mew wants it. Mew wants to be hit in the face by an Aegislash. Please, I will live and baton pass. It would be beautiful. This play really bothered me. And leave your in the comments, both to my opponent and to all of you. I don't understand why they would stay in. Granted, they have a paralyzed Aegislash with no heal beller. Maybe they decided to fodder it. But it's still like, there are Pokemon on my team that it stops, and I'm a Mamoswine. Like, I was gonna pop you with an Earthquake. But I am choice scarfed, so I actually do have to switch out. They also have things that are immune to Earthquake, so I just couldn't believe that they stayed in. That really confused me. That play did a lot. So now, my soul point again. I'm like, alright, let's pass a wish to Mew. We're gonna do the rinse and repeat. We're gonna do the exact same thing. This is a physical Aegislash as far as I've seen, so I could always go into Pinsir to wall this thing, but Pinsir won't be doing a lot of damage, and I don't really want to deal with King Shield. So the only reason I'm sitting in here at all is so I can safely pass a wish back to Mew, so I can again try to get this weakness policy sweep to activate. Because I know with +2, even Azumarill can kind of bust through this thing a little bit. So I do call Chansey back. I go into Mew, knowing I'm at health where I can live a Shadow Sneak. Because I haven't seen Shadow Ball yet. I know I can live a Shadow Sneak. They actually do get paralyzed. I get all my HP back. I'm really enjoying playing with Wish passing. I'm really enjoying that. If you have favorite Wish passers, let me know other ways you like to enjoy Wish. Because I'm exploring it as a strategy. Finally! Finally! Thank you for hurting me. Thank you. Give me this +2. Thank you. Thank you. I went for a taunt just because I didn't want to baton pass, because from full health I could live 2 shadow sneaks. I wanted to give this man 2 chances to activate my weakness policy. So now I'm like, thank you, I'm out, let me get out of here. And then go into, you remember Bleezus, meet Yeezus, the shiny Azumarill, max HP, max defense, adamant with assault vest. This thing does not die. So many things that would normally kill it can't kill it, and then you just pop them. And now we're at +2, so we have an unkillable Azumarill at +2. Master Ant, this is how you do it. This is a Mega Gardevoir. Do you think I'm afraid of you? I don't care that you have a T-Bolt. I know how high your special attack is. I am going to eat this up. I am max HP Assault Vest. I absolutely adore this Azumarill set. It is so bulky, it is so powerful, and with help from you, it just destroys teams because they can't kill it. Look at that! That did nothing! That did nothing. Come here, Waterfall. Bap! Sit down. Yeezus is here. Yeezus is sweeping teams. This thing is power. They go into their Golduck. I'm guessing this might be choice specs. I'm like, alright, Hidden Power Grass, not whatever you want to do. I can live it. Because I am so bulky. Go for a Hydro Pump. I'm like, alright, I can eat that up. Go for a Play Rough. Yeezus, game a little off, decides to miss. It happens. Hacks is part of the game, you know. Oh, just look at this shiny Azumarill out here. Oh, it's unkillable. I love it. If you can baton pass into a bulky Azumarill, it's insane. I'm a big fan of this set. Because it kills a lot of things that would normally take out Azumarill. You live and then you just pop them. Especially because we have Aqua Jet. So even if you don't quite kill, you hit them. I have max defense. You thought you could hit me from the physical side? I'm afraid not. Look at me live that. Look at this thing. Bap. Sit down. Oh my goodness. This Azumarill. And we have the 4 attacks. This variant has Superpower, Waterfall, Aqua Jet, and Play Rough. I also have 2 other versions with both Ice Punch and Superpower, depending on the team, but because we have a Mamoswine, we don't need Ice Punch. And I prefer Superpower for things like Ferrothorn. I'm kind of debating Knockoff for things like Aegislash that might be actually really, really useful. I don't have Knockoff on this team. I thought Lindomar, and that would have been really, very, very handy. But it also doesn't work against Special Aegislash as well, even though you can take a hit. So I go into Pinsir because I wanted to save my priority Aqua Jet for later. And honestly, I expected this to be like a physical Lucario, and I wanted to get a little action with Pinsir, you know what I'm saying? But he is mixed. And so I'm like, okay, well, I really shouldn't waste all my time setting up then, because you're still going to be hitting me just as hard. So I do in fact just go for the return, just to take this thing out. This Pinsir is obviously like max happiness. I've gone through everything to make it max happiness. Now comes out the Zoroark, which I've already seen as a slower variant, but because I'm max HP, max defense, impish with no speed investment, it does outspeed me. And obviously we've seen that there's a Rocky helmet. I don't know where my head was at in the game, but I think I was at this point I knew it was GG. So I actually went into Azumarill just to Aqua Jet to break a sash, even though there definitely wasn't one. That still does a lot. We're uninvested. That does a lot. Especially if this is a slower, bulky Zoroark. Like, that's very impressive damage. So now we go into our Choice Scarf Mamoswine. Elifon the Elephant. Dum da dum 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 comes out, shakes the ground. Superpower or Choice Scarf. Like, just destruction. Absolutely obliterates the Zoroark 100 times over. So that is the battle. Shout out to my opponent, Nike. Thank you so much for playing with me. It is always such a huge pleasure to interact with members of the Rocket family. If you send me some more info, like your Twitch handle and stuff, I will give you more credit in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This has been another episode of Rocket Daily. Stay tuned for all of our streams. And if you're interested in this team, check out the public Rocket HQ Google Doc. You can use this team immediately in your own Showdown Team Builder if you just copy and paste the link that's in there. Stay tuned. There will also be a Prezi coming up on this team that explains it in greater detail. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this team. I hope I've converted some of you into seeing how bulky Azumarill is viable, especially with Baton Pass support and Rich support. You live so much. You want even more of this team. Stay tuned for more episodes of Rocket Daily. And check out the previous episode of Rocket Daily where I did an in-depth team walkthrough. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Admin Umbra, signing off.